Engine bay, somewhat clean. Parts have all arrived. We got the turbo from Garrett.
Here's why this kit's cool. Because S13s basically have the turbos sitting at a different angle. So what we mean by clocking kit means we bolt this to there, you know, and then it rotates the way that tube comes out of there.
Oh.
Here's like a comparison. Now you can actually see the size difference between these two Johnnies, and it's substantial. Now if you're looking at this, this is like your charge pipe right here.
Yeah.
You can see where it bolts, and you can see that that's completely wrong for what we're trying to do. So what we do is we put this the old doodad here on there, like so, and look at that. Puts our factory tube back in the factory spot.
Rotated.
Rotates that like way back, so that'll be awesome for us. This one here is for the front.
Front clock.
The front clock.
And not just the turbo inlet gets clocked.
Yes, sir. So basically on the later models for like S14, S15, the ball bearing, the good turbos, they were different. They just had different intercooler and clocking setups. So when you want to switch it, you have to move everything for S13s.
So one other thing that I really forgot to mention was the fact that we sell these, which is OEM style multi-layer steel exhaust gaskets. So definitely going to be utilizing the services of this.
Did you overnight parts from Japan, bro?
Yeah, dude. Did this catch a premium?
Dog. The best part about this is like you can see how small this turbo is and how much bigger it's about to be.
Yeah, it is tiny.
So the basic way to tell between a red top and a black top is a black top will have fins on the front of the head and the red tops don't. So this would be a very early model SR20. Let's do a walkthrough.
Well, that is an early model S13.
Yes, yes. So if that is the way it is the way that it was. So, quick walkthrough. This motor for this project was sent to us by Theron. I said that wrong.
Thoron?
How do you say his name? Theron. Isn't it Theron? Let's read it. This motor here was acquired from Theron up in Montana. Him and his wife Nicole are drift people. I put out a thing where I was like, hey, Dan needs an SR right now. They responded. And so I got to drive. I got to drive the 8 hours north to Montana the day before Dan showed up to get this motor. And let me tell you, she's a doozer. Things to get excited about. This is actually like the factory catch can like baffling system for the oil stuff, which pretty much none of these ever have anymore. It's like the first thing people rip off. It's got factory manifold, factory turbo. Look at these. You notice those? Look at that.
That's them boys.
Somebody's a doer.
Somebody's at my front door.
Yeah. So the motor looks like it's in great shape. I mean, we didn't hear it run, but we figured it's probably good. So yeah, let's just put it in the car now, right? Isn't that
Hope
all you
and
gotta
pray.
do?
Hope and pray.
I bet underneath there it's that really pretty maroon powder coat
Yeah.
that someone decided they didn't want anymore.
Yeah. They wanted engine hoist red.
Well, look at this though. Like none of the coil packs are stripped out, which is pretty cool. None of the actual galley cover bolts are stripped out, which is pretty cool.
And we got a replacement for that, so it's gonna be sexy.
Yeah, we're gonna get the bolts on there. We got right here where we're gonna put our water neck and all that stuff. Our extension actually sits right there, I believe. Oh, we're missing a cam angle sensor bolt.
That's normal.
Yep, that one always falls out. The other thing to kind of look for or look at, like we're trying to look for leaks, anything excessive or silly. Looks like the pan was recently resealed. Maybe this front is just a little bit leaky, but it looks like this has been gone through. The water pump, the gasket material, there's all new gaskets on the thermostat housing and all that. I mean, I'm gonna give it the seal of approval. Out of all the ones that we get, this is literally like
One of the better.
one of the better ones that we get.
So our good buddy Anthony's already busted some stuff off. Bobby's gotten all of the mess that they made cleaned up. Derek's going on a parts run because the turbo doesn't have any studses, so we need some studses to mount some stuff up to. So he's gonna work, Anthony's gonna work on the turbo stuff, and while the transmission's out, we have some more GKTech stuff that we can get done. Basically gonna be replacing this spring kit to give it a little more feel goodness, where it's loose and disgusting and the springs are probably old as F. Plus we got a brand new fresh one of these, because if you have any kind of Nissan transmission, we almost guarantee that yours looks like this and feels like this and has rips and tears in it, and we got a fresh boy. So the GKTech kit comes with a bunch of different springs that you can use to dial in how stiff from side to side you want your shifter. I don't know what any of them do, so I'm just gonna put some in. I'm gonna test it versus factory. Whoa, all right, the factory one's gone. And this is why I don't do things with cars.
Why did you just do this?
Okay, I found it. So that's about that spring rate. That's a little higher, and that is absolutely stiff as a mother. I think I'm gonna stack these two. Yeah, I like that right there. I think that's gonna be the ticket.
I really hope.
Shove that in. Got fresh caps. There that is, nice and installed. Fresh boy. So old Barnesy sensually installed the throw-out bearing and whatever that piece is into the transmission, which now has new boot, seal, and spring kit. Soon to have transmission mount. We'll be tossing in a fresh Hot Boy spec.
Shiny boy. Fresh. Sprung 6-puck. Best way to go.
You get a little bit of drivability with all the grip you could ever want.
Yeah.
Because we ain't ever going to make enough horsepower to overpower
That's a
that.
monster puck too.
Yeah, the funny thing is we don't even use, normally on our stuff we use full faces.
Yeah.
I'll just slap one of those in there and it's good to go.
Hey man, performance parts.
Yeah.
Thanks, spec. So we've got the GKTech polyurethane SR20 engine mounts to replace the probably shot engine mounts that were on there before. Again, highly overlooked part, super easy to install if you're already down here, so why not do that anyway? The solid rack bushings. While those ones have been replaced at some point in the recent past, they're pretty haggard. This is Bobby.
Hey,
Looking studly.
that's actually Robert from Drift Week 2.
Yeah, this isn't Bobby, it's Robert.
Oh, Robert.
I'm not the same guy.
Getting them solid steering rack bushings installed. Had to watch my own how-to on how to install them properly. That's how I do things.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the box was like opened and it was just the photo.
Oh.
All right, steering rack bushings are in. Now the rack's not going to move around as much, thanks to Bobby. And the other one had this spacer in between right here, which, you know, that's how that should be. GKTech multi-layer steel exhaust manifold gasket. So one thing we're not doing, however, right now is installing the steering shaft bushing, because on 89s apparently it's recessed way up in there, and we don't have the time nor the patience to get that done. Got the eccentric throttle wheel on. Derek just got the Garrett GTX 2871 installed to the old stock log manifold with the GKTech turbo clockers. All the line kits that we ordered that literally just came in today. Downpipes on, all the gaskets are in, we got the turbo locks on. Fucking A, Cotton. Spec clutch is in. GKTech stuff is on. Garrett turbo is attached. GKTech parts miscellaneously assembled. The motor and the transmission are mated together officially. Working on a few small things. We are quickly running out of daylight. I have faith. We can do this. No problems.
Okay. We've got the power steering reservoir in. We've got the awesome aluminum GKTech steering rack mounts that actually moved it forward a little bit. You saw that already. We couldn't, for some reason, we couldn't do the steering dampener, right?
Because it's different on an 89.
89, different.
Who knew? Now we have feedback.
We're doing this for you guys.
R&D. This is research and development.
We do this for you. Anyway, we got all the sweet things into the transmission. We did the spring kit. We did the new what did you call that? It's a pivot ball.
Yeah,
on the fork.
Ball.
We got the spec clutch in. We've got the Garrett turbo on. We did the turbo lines. We've done literally everything to make this motor absolutely perfect. We got the GKTech motor mounts.
It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. Okay.
And it's kind of cold outside. It's a little dark.
A little brisk.
I think they're struggling with this right now. Really, we haven't had too many struggles. Everything's gone.
He's struggling. We haven't had too many struggles.
And then it's like, yeah. But they all add
the
up.
Snap
you know?
ring's still in there, isn't it?
No, I got it out now.
The second one?
Why in the hell is there two?
There's always two.
No, there's not.
There's not. There's super only one.
No, there's the one that goes on the top of the other one.
No.
No.
Did you put two on
He
there?
did.
No, there is two in there.
There's never two.
Yes, there is. I did the how-to video. There's always two. I know this.
We're gonna need to Google it.
You guys want to get schooled on installing an SR?
Oh, you just started a riot.
They just go off both yelling into the garage.
I'll be honest, I've never seen two rings in there ever.
And the only reason why I know that there's two in there is because I just did the video on it and that they were in there.
I mean, is it possible like the last 20 SR cars we put together just didn't have that ring for no reason?
Everyone I've ever
Officer
taken out.
Dan Brockett couldn't catch those motorcycle guys, but he's about to catch these hands.
Whoa!
Catch these
Bring
fists.
that light.
Okay, we are basically out of daylight and good goddamn timing. The boys over here at 7.6 have stabbed said motor. This is now an SR20 capable.
It's done. That's it. Go home.
It's an SR20 capable vehicle. I'm not going to say it's powered by an SR20 because we have yet to know if it's going to run or not. But we have the faith that is now going to catch a premium before Race Wars, especially with this Garrett ticket on there. That makes it official.
It's installed.
There it is. Look at it in all of its glory. It sucks that it's on the bottom, but you know, that's why I got this one.
I think it's cool.
I think it's really cool.
I'm so stoked.
So yeah, now we're gonna get back in the garage where we have the jet fuel machine doing jet fuel things.
And we learned that transmissions have two snap rings.
And they have two snap rings. I actually taught these boys something today, and I feel kind of proud of that, actually.
I'm impressed too. I was
like, I can't get this thing out. Well, there's another ring on there. No, there's not.
What do you mean?
Yeah, there is.
The more you know. Levon was right there.
I helped literally once today.
That's awesome.
And that was my helping. So yeah, we're going inside. So GKTech fan is now in. It just needs to be tightened. I don't know the exact percentage. I'm gonna do it like this. The GKTech fan provides 20% more airflow. The GKTech fan provides 30% more airflow. The GKTech fan provides 40% more airflow.
The GKTech fan provides
35% more airflow. I could just Google it, but I don't want to.
The GKTech fan does this.
Yeah, I tried to do the pan, but
That clutch looks like it works really good.
yeah,
Clutch is nice.
it's only got 290,000 miles on it.
Always save Koyos.
Tossing in a car show winning, multi-time world champion, meaning 4, show car Radiator
That is not fast.
that he said may or may not have seen better days. I believe the may or may have seen better days. We've got the GKTech Radiator brackets, but we need the rubbers to go in the gappy gap.
So maybe that's a good thing to know. That if you get these, they do not come
Do
with the
not come
isolator rubber.
with the isolator rubber. That is on you.
This coil rad is just in good shape.
The quality of this product, he's dropped it 12 times and it still hasn't broken.
What do you play basketball?
You can't even
with it?
tell. You can't even tell.
Can't even tell.
You can't even tell.
Quality.
So OEM lookalike replacement. Look how fresh that looks.
We need the trungus.
What is that?
Well, it's the dingle hopper.
Does that go on that?
That's where the bolt goes.
Whoa!
So you have to have this entire gaudy bracket.
That ugly rusty bracket.
also-
That's what holds up, would have held up this.
That also.
But this looks like it's had a, what they say is a rough go.
Yeah.
30 years of not very nice comments.
So we'll check back in on the old overflow.
What we just,
install.
it was 30 years, 300,000 miles. This car is not going to take anybody's crap anymore.
No. The Anthony Barnes.
Hey, how's
Ladies and gentlemen.
I've been better.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking.
Tink.
This is gone.
That's an empty.
A little bit. Why is the beer always gone?
So everything's basically in the car. When I say everything, I meant 40% of everything.
Oh, that's not true. Give her good credit. Here's what we got. Here's what we know. We know that we have all of our motor work was done when we put it in. We did get our GKTech trans mount in there,
Eventually.
which was cool. After we put it in backwards the first time.
Thanks, Dan's video.
Yeah, the video is. We're gonna have to make some amendments.
Yeah.
Bobby's gonna put the driveline in, and then tail shaft back. We're good. We've had the most amazing amount of workarounds that I've ever had to do. I.e., like, we did not have spare parts like we thought we did because we needed 7 and we only had 1. So, wiring harness is good. We did find an igniter chip. We did find a starter. We have a lower harness that we're going to put on the car. We're lucky again about this, that we had this awesome aftermarket power steering setup because we didn't have that.
Radiator.
We did
Slightly
have a
bent radiator.
Yeah, but that's a coil.
Hey, that's legitimate.
Hey, Boyo.
GKTech fan is in there.
Hey, Boyo, that's a coil.
Koyo, this is a Bluetooth pipe right now. That's SEMA build quality.
But that was the pipe that we were worried about not having for intercoolers, so we're doing good with that.
That's a good pipe to have.
We do have AutoZone. We do have an AutoZone trip in all of this.
Yeah, I figured as much. That's normal.
We did get our brake boosters hooked up. Our fuel lines are hooked up. Turbo and turbo accessories are all hooked up. Basically, we just need the intake tube. We forgot to put the studs in on the intake tube, which was really
A pain.
somewhere down here in the dark where you can't
Yeah.
see. Power steering lines they just got done because this kit is like interesting, I guess we could call it.
It was handy, but interesting.
It's very interesting the way that has to go in there. You see how it kind of. Yeah, well, I haven't tightened that yet because I'm trying to find where it's happy. I'm
Yeah.
like, where's its home?
Need the happy spot.
We did have radiator hoses, which was a
Luckily,
huge win.
found that in this huge bin of. Yeah.
The bin of hose.
But we got the other one too, which is
That's the important one.
yonder.
The drop down one.
Yeah, it's over here. Can't see anything. It's just a pit. That's a black pit.
Darkness.
Darkness.
There's Bobby.
Oh,
It's me.
I didn't feed her French fries.
That must have been a floor fry.
Did not.
Dan?
Uh-oh.
Dan.
I said it must have been a floor fry. There's another floor fry right there.
Oh boy. Just coming to see what your giggles are all about out here.
We're
Just
trying to
goggling.
film. We're actually filming. We're in the middle of filming right.
No, I hate that.
Oh, you're on the TV there.
Cut it out.
Don't you know?
Well, we don't have to keep filming now that you're out here.
Yeah, we do.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What?
Oh,
You're off the camera now. Don't worry about it. About it. Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. It's sorry.
Sorry.
Well, we definitely. The reason why everything went bad was because we put this on
That
first.
took way too long.
Something.
Yeah, we had to stop because this took 18 seconds to install.
Too much.
It put us over the top.
Killed the mood. Killed the vibe.
So yeah, we got stuff to do under yonder, and we have stuff to do above yonder. So getting back to it.